Pascal built one of the first digital calculators in 1642 to aid his father, a mathematician and tax collector. He named it the Pascaline. The Pascaline used gears and pins to perform integer addition. A person could also use it to subtract, multiply, and divide. Different versions of the Pascaline could handle 5, 6, and 8-digit numbers. Blaise Pascal was born in Clermont, France on June 19, 1623. His father was a civil servant and served as king's counselor. Blaise's mother, Antoinette, died in 1626. Blaise was 3 years old at the time, and he had two sisters, Gilberte and Jacqueline. In 1631, his family moved to Paris, France. Grade schoolers still learn Pascal's triangle, a three-sided arrangement of integers such that every number equals the sum of two diagonal numbers above it. Pascal did not invent the configuration. Chinese and Persian mathematicians used it more than 500 years earlier. Pascal, now 31, worked with Pierre de Fermat to establish calculus of probabilities. They worked to solve a gambling puzzle. The two men hit upon an idea of equally probable outcomes, a fundamental concept that had eluded other analysts. Pascal gained fame for his far-reaching contributions to philosophy and Christian thought. His best-known philosophical invention was Pascal's wager, the argument that demands living your life as if God exists, because you will lose little if God is a myth, but stand to gain immeasurably if God is real. Now a religious philosopher and Christian apologist, Pascal argued for the Christian faith and for God's existence using psychology and history, instead of relying more on a typical metaphysical analysis. Around 1646, he began a series of atmospheric pressure experiments to test the theories of Galileo. Pascal undertook expanded versions of his predecessor's experiments, producing findings that helped lay out the foundations for hydrodynamics and hydrostatistics. Eventually, he even got his own unit of pressure measurement named after him, the Pascal. Pascal's pressure experiments also inspired him to invent the syringe and the hydraulic press. The latter derived from the observation we know as Pascal's law. External pressure exerted on a confined liquid propagates undiminished through the liquid in all directions, no matter where the pressure is applied. The hydraulic press uses this principle to create a mechanical advantage. When a small amount of force pushes a small piston a long distance into incompressible fluid like water, oil, or hydraulic fluid, a larger, heavier piston on the other end of the fluid system will move upward a short distance. There are many people whose work related to Pascal's, such as William George Armstrong, who was an English industrialist who founded the Armstrong Whitworth manufacturing concern on Tennessee. He was also an eminent scientist, inventor, and philanthropist.